least one of the elements of the SsangYong Tivoli XLV's name should ring a bell, even if you're at a bit of a loss what it collectively refers to. More than 3,300 Tivoli SUVs found homes here in 2015, so it's easy to see why SsangYong's UK distributor was so keen for this larger version to carry the recognizable Tivoli name, unlike in Korea where it is simply badged XLV. It's best to think of it as an estate version of the standard car. There's more metal behind the rear wheels, adding 245 mm in length and 50 kg in weight. As a result, you get a 720-liter boot up from 423 liters, trumping both the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage. One engine and one trim level. Unlike in its home market, the UK will receive a focused choice of engine and trim, a 1.6-liter diesel engine with a manual or automatic gearbox, in 2- or 4-wheel drive. The spec is based on the Tivoli Stop Trim ELX, so you get loads of kit thrown in. Expect heated leather seats, keyless start, TomTom sat-nav and a rear-view camera for starters. In fact, the only thing missing from this longer, more practical SsangYong is a pair of extra seats. The Korean manufacturer contemplated making the XLV a 7-seater, but decided that the rear bench would simply not be comfortable enough. Will it still tow my caravan? SsangYong is aware of its popularity with the UK tow bar fraternity, so rest assured, the 1,500 kg brake trailer capacity has been carried over from the Tivoli. With a considerably larger boot though, you should be able to more comfortably pack your camping essentials, and, according to the marketing pictures, a surfboard, snowboard, or pair of folding bicycles. So, is this extended SsangYong Tivoli XLV a more convincing package than the SUV on which it is based? Review to find out. There's even less choice here than the standard Tivoli, with just the one engine, a 1.6-liter diesel. It suits the larger Tivoli XLV well, though, and provides a suitable amount of power. Diesel engine. You get the same 1.6-liter unit from the SUV lineup, complete with 113 bhp and 300 Nm of torque. Performance figures are the same across the board, both transmissions and 2- or 4-wheel drive, with 0.62 mph taking 12 seconds. The Tivoli XLV feels quick off the mark, and in town it's sprightly enough. There's a slight lack of power at low revs before the boost kicks in, though, and this can catch you out on uphill sections where you'll have to drop a gear or two. Gearboxes. The 6-speed automatic box is the best solution for this problem, as it's quicker to recognize when a timely downshift is needed and find the right gear than you can do with the manual yourself. It does tend to hold on to gears for a bit too long when you've got your foot down though, where the engine is at its noisiest. A 6-speed manual box is standard and mimics the light control weights felt elsewhere in the cabin. The gearlever is heavily sprung and positive to you, so there's no penalty in refinement of sticking with this cheaper option. Like the Tivoli SUV, the SsangYong Tivoli XLV majors on comfort and ease of use, so don't expect to be entertained behind the wheel in the same way you would in a Mazda CX-3, for example. There are 3 steering modes to choose from: Comfort, Normal and Sport. These ramp up the resistance from twirlable to weighty. The first of these makes light work of in-town maneuvers, but for everything else normal mode will do. Extra metal over the back wheels means there's a fair bit of body roll, which soon becomes the limiting factor to the amount of speed you can comfortably carry through a corner. That means grip is rarely an issue, particularly in 4-wheel drive cars which hold onto the road with impressive tenacity. However, all in all, the Tivoli XLV feels much more comfortable at lower speeds. Much like the SsangYong Tivoli SUV, fans of the brand will hardly recognize the plush interior that awaits them in the XLV. The driver's seat is finished in leather and features 2 levels of heating, plus it is height adjustable and comfortable to sit in for a long journey. In front of you is a well-laid-out and quite stylish-looking set of instruments that are easy to read. We also like the new woven patterned inserts in the door cards. The standard TomTom sat-nav is clear and simple to set up, although the 7-inch screen could do with being a little more responsive. This is one area where the SsangYong Tivoli XLV needs to do well, and it doesn't disappoint. There's plenty of space for everyone, in the front and back, and a smooth ride quality that levels out lumpy roads. It's not Mercedes-Benz class good, but it's certainly acceptable and means the Tivoli XLV would make a superb long-distance companion. There's a bit of wind noise and the diesel engine is noisy when really pushed, but within the Tivoli XLV's more natural limits you'll find the cabin a quiet place to be. The SsangYong Tivoli XLV is based on the top-spec version of the Tivoli SUV called ELX, so you get a huge kit list. Standard SsangYong Tivoli XLV SUV equipment. Let's start with the seats, which are leather all round like the steering wheel and gear knob, and heated in the front. The driver gets a height adjuster too. There are also chrome interior door handles and stainless steel kick plates in the front doors, and privacy glass in the rear. Gadget-wise, there is a keyless start button plus automatic headlamps and wipers, cruise control, and a 7-inch touchscreen entertainment system. This comes with iPod Bluetooth connectivity and a TomTom sat-nav system, but no DAB radio. The rear view camera is displayed on this screen, plus there are front and rear parking sensors. The instrument cluster has 6 color options and there are 3 steering modes to choose from: Comfort, Normal and Sport, each adding more weight to the wheel. Door mirrors fold automatically when you lock the car and are electrically operated and heated too. Plus you get dual-zone automatic climate control. Outside you get front and rear LED daytime running lights, rear spoiler with LED stoplight, front fog lights, and 18-inch diamond-cut alloy wheels. Optional SsangYong Tivoli XLV SUV accessories. Not a lot to mention here. There are a couple of interior color packs to look at and a smaller spare wheel to increase the amount of boot space you get, but as the standard equipment list is so comprehensive, you've got the bases covered anyway. The SsangYong Tivoli XLV hasn't been tested by Euro NCAP yet, but the Korean manufacturer is aiming to get a 4-star rating when it is. Part of this is down to a suite of autonomous safety systems, things like active city brake due to be added to the range in autumn 2016. Until then the Tivoli XLV does alright for standard safety kit. You get dual front airbags, plus side curtain and a driver's knee airbag. Other items include front seatbelt pretensioners, electronic stability program, active rollover protection, ABS with electronic brake force distribution, an alarm and immobilizer, and doors that automatically lock when you're on the move. This is the SsangYong Tivoli XLV's other area of focus, and again it hits the nail right on the head. The 1,500 kilograms maximum towing capacity from the SUV remains essential for SsangYong's burgeoning caravan hauling fan base. Of course the big news here is the enlarged boot, with 720 liters 1,440 if you drop the rear seats, which is usefully larger than the SUV's 423 liters. It's also more than the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage, key rivals in the Tivoli XLV's home market. Pick a full-size spare wheel and there isn't quite as much space, but it's still comfortably larger than offerings like the Nissan Juke and Renault Captur.